the Windham High School Eagles have never won a state championship in school history. Until this year. This is a story of the 2024 Class AA state champions, your Windham High School Eagles.
What we're talking about here is the best basketball team in the town of Windham's history. And I'll say that again. This is the best basketball team that the town of Windham has ever seen.
When you grow up in this area, you really get to know the community. I believe Windham and Raymond is part of that too, as being so special because the people are just so connected, right? Everybody knows everybody. That's part of that small town vibe that we have.
The community is starting to grow a lot with the expansion of housing, and a lot of the other towns get too full. They're starting to come our way. And, the town has just been a real special place with Sebago Lake being there. We get a ton of tourism.
I was really attracted to the fact that it had more of a small town feel. I love small town. I love neighbors helping neighbors, and that type of thing is what I got where I grew up and so forth. So I really think that that's what attracted me most to living in Windham, and it's been a great choice for me.
I lived here my whole entire life, with that small farm town that people have really grown to recognize as just an awesome community. And at this point, we're busting at the seams. More and more people want to come here, be a part of all the great stuff that's happening.
Growing up here, I've been through the school system. I've walked the halls that these guys are walking in. It's just an awesome experience. I'm obviously biased because I teach here too now and coach here, but it's a special place to be. Because of the way that people treat each other, the way that people care about one another, the way that people rally when things happen.
You start at a young age in Windham youth basketball, and everyone's involved. There's a coach named Coach Blackie, who was a big part of our lives, my class's lives growing up here. And it's just like a great structure for the kids to come up in and have role models through the high school, give it back to the younger kids.
The attraction to me, again, is to start kids early and to get kids involved in athletics at some level and get good coaching and a good background.
We knew that the youth program was so important. Pat at that time was the president, so it's still one of the largest in the state. It was definitely the largest in the state when Pat was there.
Volunteer moms and dads that put their time into organizing and collaborating to make it what it is.
In high school basketball, the program to a large extent is the head coach.
When Chad came on board, he dedicated himself and the varsity players to getting to know these kids at the very young ages that they started playing basketball, spending a lot of time doing the skills and drills on Saturdays, going down to practices. I still remember when my son was in middle school, Chad coming to practice and talking to him about the things that he values in a player.
It's really more than just about basketball. It's about having, good students, good sportsmanship, good community, being involved in the community, representing themselves well, and so forth. And what those things teach you beyond basketball and beyond your high school basketball life and so forth. That's a really big thing to me personally, and it's been a tremendous benefit that I've coached with other coaches that have that same philosophy, which is not always the case, but it is here.
It's been really impressive to see the transformation, right? Even since I started coaching here 5 years ago, how, we were an 8 seed, we were a 7 seed. I always liked our guys, I always liked our chances. Kids worked their butts off, but you're playing with some schools that have some legit talent. And I think a lot of that credit goes to Chad and Jeff and the youth program that we've been able to build up and getting some of these guys. Like I remember AJ and Tyree with Rising Eagles, right, during COVID and all that. And just being able to have them develop as young adults and see the program continue to just grow and grow and grow. We knew coming into this summer that we were going to have something special.
Going into the summer, we had a lot of momentum and just confidence in the group that we had. We lost Owen and Chase, but we felt really confident with who we had coming back, and then the growth of some of those players and how much they worked coming into the preseason. When we got into the preseason, we had just come off a really good summer. We were probably 36-3 probably with our team camp. We won a team camp championship. So we had a really good summer. We just had a summer where we beat some teams. We were like, oh wow, we're pretty good.
First and foremost, it's the seniors. A lot of things have been said that, we're a year early, or, maybe this came out of nowhere, and the future's really bright for Windham. When we ended last year, I thought this year would be the year. This year was special because I knew when you have guys like Bowen, and you have guys like Q and Blake and Matt Searway, and some of these other guys that care as much as they do, put in as much time as they do, are just tremendous leaders on and off the court. I knew that was something that was going to be a strength of our team this year. And yeah, we had talent, and we've got kids that are underclassmen that are really good players. But the reason we were so tough and we were able to come back in games was because our senior leaders were so strong.
It all started with our seniors, I think, and last year we had Chase Westcott and Owen Combs, and two great kids, and we lose those two guys, so we know we had a lot coming back as far as talent and leadership. Eric Bowen and Quentin Lindsay were captains their junior year with Owen, and those two kids are just selfless individuals. They're just unbelievably aware of their surroundings and the players that are on their team and what they can do to help them with their confidence, or having their back, or giving them a ride, or a quick text. Like they were really, really on top of those things.
There was just a great belief within themselves of what they were and their identity. The coaches believing in the players being connected and trusting in themselves, that really made them pretty special. And in an era when certain players just get enormous hype and overhype because of who they are with their club team and things like that, there were not guys on that team that are super hyped. They're very good players, but there aren't guys that live in this realm of being like fawned upon. They all just play well together and are really good players. And that appealed to me as a person that enjoys high school basketball, that they really just were better than the sum of their parts because of the way that they could play and be connected together.
This particular team seems to have a whole team of special kids, and they're very connected. They're friends. And what I have seen in the past is that in other teams they were somewhat cliquey. That there were 3 or 4 guys that were buddies that hung out, and 2 or 3 guys that didn't, and a few guys here that kind of hung out. But with this group, it's generally all of them that hang out. They're all connected. They all care about each other, that they hang out together.
When you think about basketball in Maine, the ultimate goal as a youth and into high school is achieving a gold ball.
Sweet spot, I'm feeling good. The sun is shining, I knew it would. The world's a playground, I'm in the clouds. Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out, I'm gonna light it up, yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Check it out, I'm gonna light it up, yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Just check it out, I'm gonna light it up, yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Let me show you what it's all about. I'm on
So we knew, like, going into that first Chevers game at home, this was going to be like our test to like show that we were contenders this year. You know, we weren't just going to be a team that had already got to our win total of last year. And after that game, I feel like we kind of made a statement like, all right, we're here to play, and we're going to go on a run.
We knew their best scoring factor is Leo right now, and they have Sammy, a very good point guard, and they have a few other good guys like big men. And we knew we have no big man, and Blake is our big man. So he's a lethal shooter and can grab rebounds, and our guard is leading the league in rebounds. So we just had to really hit them, have a handle on their shooters, run in transition, get back in transition, and just do what we do best and keep our heads up, battle through adversity the whole time.
So we came into that game wanting that game. I think the guys were. Sometimes when there's that much talent, that much hype around a team, you get kind of nervous, and our guys were past that stage. They were really hungry to play them and really wanted to show people that it's not a two-man race, it's a three-team race, and we should be in that conversation. So it was a motivating game for our guys, and they played outstanding and did a lot of things that they needed to do to win. And Chevers is, they're always good, and so our guys were prepared, they were ready, and their mindsets were just laser focused. So to get that win was huge for us. It kind of validated their work and their togetherness. We needed that in that game. And then when we beat them later in the season without Crady, it just ramped up our belief. And guys stepped up, guys came in and played roles that they weren't used to. And you need that to win big games. So it was great to see.
Obviously, huge win for us, huge momentum boost for us. I think it allowed us to kind of get over a hump, right? Of, all right, now we're where we need to be. We've proven that we can get over some of those hurdles that have been in our way in the past, and this year's different than past years. But I mean, they're a good team, right? And the foul on Leo at the end of that game, and then him hitting all three of those free throws. You never let self-doubt click in, but you just wonder if that's going to be the next part of this story of the hurdle that's Chevers. And just the guy's ability to rebound from that and stay composed and not get emotional and be able to fight back from that was huge.
The community support's been great. Anybody in the community would really lend a hand, any businesses or anything, they'd be, first to sponsor us in our programs or a team meal or anything really. And then watching the fans pour in and the stands fill each game was super special. I feel like this team kind of just brought the community together. I hadn't seen before, rallied behind one team more than other sports too, and it was just really special. Coming off the court at the Civic Center, and you look up into the crowd and there's just thousands of people. You're like, wow, everybody's here for us, and then I feel like this team gives back to the youth a lot, and it just felt good like the community was there to give it right back to us when we needed the support.
A lot of passionate alumni that come. We filled up a lot of the opposing gyms, and I think our gym was pretty much at capacity the last at least 6 or 7 home games.
Even people in public will do little gestures just to congratulate you or just say thanks or good job.
It's so cool seeing the community of Windham really rallying behind this story, this team, seeing all the alumni in the stands, seeing all the teachers in the stands and administrators and families and little kids running around. And one of my favorite memories was I was coaching and sitting on the bench, and I hear all these little kids behind us being like, "Why'd you take out Bowen? He's my favorite player." It's it was surreal. Right, because we've always had great support, right? And I don't want it to feel as though that the people who have been behind us for so long, Oh, what happened? Like, we've always had great support. This community is a basketball community, as it's a football community, as it's a lacrosse, whatever community, right? Like, we have great parents, we have great supports, we have great community. But Windham loves a winner, right? It really does. And as soon as you see a team that historically hasn't been very good or good enough or competitive, but now you see the wins racking up. Now you see a chance for history to be made. People just wanted to soak it in.
You look around and you look at the, thousands of people from our community that came out and supported us all year, and supported us so hard in the playoffs and in that game, and were behind us in the student section. And you look around and you just see everybody in that moment. It's a tremendous moment.
It's been a remarkable feeling to see the town, the real basketball people come out and support, and it really made the community go and buzz for quite a few weeks. So.
Having a son on the team and watching him throughout the season, just talk about that as something that probably you loved doing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a basketball junkie, and he's been right beside me since he was born. Back when I was running the youth basketball program, he's 2 years old, up on my shoulders as I'm coaching the other kids. So he's had a lot of opportunity to play and get better, and he's makes me super proud. So he.
Trying my best to keep from tearing the skin off my bones. Don't you know I'm losing control when you're not next to me? I'm falling apart right in front of you. Can't you see? I lose control when you're not next to me. Yeah, you're breaking my heart, baby. You make a mess of me. Problematic. Problem is, I want your body like a fiend, like a bad habit. Bad habits hard to break when I'm with you. Yeah, I know.
Our warm-up shirts that we have had a number 10 on the left of our sleeve, and that was Pat Newton's high school number in his battle for cancer. Pat's such an inspiration to me. I don't stand here without Pat. He bugged the hell out of me 9 years ago to try to take this job, and Pat's just a super inspiration to all these guys, and these guys love Pat, and Pat loves Windham basketball. And Pat is the mayor of our town, and I'm so happy for Pat to be able to get through what he got through, and for these guys to battle every night with that on their sleeve. And just knowing that he's going through a huge fight himself, and I'm just happy that Pat got through that fight. So round of applause for Pat.
was outscored by 19 in the third as Gorham gets it done at home 67-40. Rams handing the Eagles their first loss.
I knew that every team would give us their best shot. Gorham gave us their best shot, and they won by 25, so we knew that was going to happen eventually, and it was just moving on.
I mean, Windham's never been like the #1 team, like ever, for basketball, and ever since we were kids, like in 8th grade, we played Gorham, and they beat us in a buzzer beater, 3-pointer, that his foot was on the line, but I think about that every day, and I think about how we never beat them. We never got close to beating them. They always destroyed us, except one time this summer they didn't have Ashton, but they've always been on top, and every single day I think the seniors have like thought of that and like remembered how it felt to lose to them, because we've lost them so many times.
When you lose, you got to take the good from it, and you know, our guys battled. That first half we were up 1, and you know, we were playing pretty good basketball, back and forth, 2 good teams, and then they went on one of their runs where we had some poor possessions on offense. They had some really good possessions on their offense, and then you could just see kind of the changing of the tide, and just that split 3 minutes changed the whole game. But for 29 minutes we were battling Gorham, and so when we left that game, it was there were some things that we needed to work on, and some things we needed to control on our side, and then we kind of put it in the back of our memory.
Shortly after the game, I said to Chad, this may be one of the best things that happens to us all season, because it takes a bit of wind out of the sails of the guys, and they're like, hey, we can be beat. We can be beat. If we don't play the way that we're supposed to play and should be playing, this is what can happen. So it puts that in the back of your mind as a player, and certainly as a coach as well, that we've got a lot of work to do, that this isn't going to be given to us.
So I specifically remember walking in to the locker room. There's like a little entryway in the beginning, and then there's the walk into where the guys are sitting, and I looked Chad in the eyes and I said that was the best thing that could have happened to us. It was the best thing, right? And hats off to Gorham. I mean, they're different in that gym. They're unbeatable in their gym, right? Those kids are just unbelievable shooters and players, and you let them be where they're comfortable, they're gonna execute, right? So hats off to them on that. They deserve that win.
On defense, it's really not hard. Switch. Man, we beat ourselves over. We got it. Bro, they were hitting shots. If we know that. Who said that? You're getting in the north. Hey, we gotta forget about this. We have a game tomorrow. Right. Next game, bro. Yeah, we learn. Hey, come on. Yeah, just learn experience. Yeah, exactly. We're gonna learn from this. I can't remember who it was. Hey, little thing. As soon as we lose, as soon as we leave this, it's out of our heads. We're at Oxford.
Like I said out there, right? It's one game, right? Our goals were to go undefeated, right? We knew we were going to hit adversity, right? Are we better than them? I think so, and I hope we see them again, right? But we have, now we have what, 7 more games on the schedule. We got a game tomorrow night, which is awesome. We can erase this one real quick by just getting ready to play tomorrow. See, that's how good you guys are, right? That's how good you guys are. No, seriously.
No, that's how good you guys are.
That's who we are right there, right?
That's calm.
Preseason,
like next time we see them.
Preseason favorite.
They were calling us overrated.
Come on, it's all good. Right, we weren't even rated.
Exactly.
Right, so we're 16 last year.
Hey, we're on to the next game.
Yeah, we're
on to the next game.
These ones are learning lessons, right? We got to play, 32 minutes in this league against those type of teams, right? And we can get better at that. We can definitely get better. Did all of us have great games? No. Right? Was the refs tough? Yeah, they were tough, right? But that's adversity. It's adversity, right? I still believe in this team, right? We're 10-1, right? We have Oxford Hills, now they get the wrath of us, right? We get to come back and put our stamp down and play the way we know we can play, right? I thought you guys fought hard tonight, right? It's hard to play in this gym. It's hard to switch all those screens and getting those things done, right? But we'll learn from it, move on, right? At the end of the day, though, right? It's one game at a time. Tomorrow's the most important game that we have on our schedule. Let's see what we got, right? And they're gonna be a bear too. They're rested, ready to play us. Have all the excuses in the world to go out and lay an egg, right? But that's not who you guys are. I know exactly who you guys are, right? You guys got heart, determination. You guys are together, right? Didn't go well tonight, and I saw guys stay together. That's what matters, right? I'll be waiting for those guys, right? I know you guys will be too.
It was the best thing for us, right? You're rolling into that point. You've beaten Portland, you've beaten Cheverus, you've beaten Falmouth, you've beaten Scarborough. Like these big schools and these big teams that I don't think a lot of people expected us to win. Maybe one or two, maybe we're pretty good. That Gorham game was a different atmosphere, right? I mean, it was standing room only. It was the number one teams in the state. Who's going to win? Is Windham for real? That felt to be the vibe coming into the year. We got our butts kicked, right? We got our asses kicked. And it was the best thing for us because it brought us down to earth and it made us hungry again. The way that game went was what springboarded us to be able to do the rest of what we did throughout the season. It allowed us to refocus. It allowed egos to be checked at the door. It allowed everything to be, we got to find a way to win.
Can you feel the fire running through your veins?
Windham wins this one over Oxford Hills 57-42.
Rising from the wreckage, count down the seconds. It's out your engines.
And Windham prevails 55-51, looking good for that top seed. 60-56 Windham Eagles, and the regular season was 16 wins.
I know we've got a long way to go. I know we've got a long road home.
So we treated the end of the regular season like it was playoffs. That win at Cheverus, that pretty much cemented us as the 1 seed. I mean, guys were really super emotional for that game. That was, maybe our best or second best game of the season. To go into Cheverus against a team like that and beat them, secure the number 1 seed, that was massive. I mean, guys were emotional after that game. So yeah, I mean, now you get 11 days off. We had guys that weren't healthy. Grady had a broken rib. That's something that didn't get talked about a ton. Bowen had, a busted up ankle. We had other guys that were nicked up. So we knew we could use that time to get healthy. And we knew that we could use that time to prepare.
A special shout out to the Windham Eagles boys basketball team as we take a live look at their watch party tonight. We've also heard the Mount Ararat girls are down the road at the Seacoast Fun Park where they just got off the slopes and they're watching from the parking lot. So like many other communities coming together to celebrate basketball, the Eagles coming off a school record 16-win regular season. Certainly one of the great stories heading into this tournament. Now Windham has some time off. They get a bye through to the semifinals where they'll face the winner of Lewiston and Oxford Hills. They went 4-0 versus those teams in the regular season. Joining me now to talk about the success of the Eagles, senior Eric Bowen. Eric, thanks for joining us to talk some hoops here. A 16-2 regular season. I knew you guys thought you were good, but did you think you were that good this year?
Yeah, definitely. All these guys prepared all off season and every day in practice, so this season's been no surprise to us, really.
No surprise. Okay. How did it all come together? You said in the off season that you're a group that's been together for a while. Can you explain the chemistry?
Yeah, we have a very close, tight-knit group here, and we get together all the time and play, and every day in practice we take it super serious, so we're always trying to be the best we can be.
Yeah, so
that's really just bonded us and brought good chemistry.
Yeah, you've had a little bit of a layoff here, and then you get through to the semifinals right away. I know everybody's excited that you hit the school record in wins. How do you kind of refocus and achieve that goal that you guys want?
Yeah, so we just try to take it one day at a time, put the regular season behind us. It's the postseason now, new season, and any team in this league can win on any night, so we got to prepare each and every day.
Awesome. Eric Bowen and the Windham Eagles getting ready for the tournament coming up. They go in as the number 1 seed in AA North. Congratulations, Eric.
A new day, the game has changed, the pieces in place, and now we're moving. We shine in this new light and live how we want. Yeah, fresh start, light that spark, and we take off. Yeah, we'll be flying. We're here, a brand new gear to show what we got. Here we go. It's our day. It's time to celebrate. Let's roll. It's our fate. It's time to celebrate.
So, the Windham Eagles, they'll head to the AA North Championship. They'll play Portland. That was a regular season split. I'm excited for that one.
All in all, guys, the time is now, right? This is your time. This is your time, right? You're the best Windham basketball team the school's ever had, right? The best. Right now, you get to show everybody that's in here, everybody that's watching around the state, what you're about. Pretty emotional. My vision was that tonight, I've had my eye on you guys for a long time in the youth programs and stuff like that, and knowing the special connection you guys have had. Having Q come back was unbelievable for this group, because I think he's just another high character kid. When you have high character, when you have talent, when you have togetherness, a lot of things can be achieved, and tonight was evident of that. You guys went through so much adversity on the court, stuck together, found a way through. It was ugly, and we win ugly, right? We like bar fights, and tonight was a bar fight for sure. I'm proud of you, right? I'm proud to be your coach. We have one more game, right? This feels really, really good, and let's enjoy it tonight. But we got about 5 practices to get ready for a battle, and you guys have broken records. You're the best Windham basketball team that this town's ever had. We got one more game to figure it out. All right, let's go!
Guys, we got about 10 minutes to get out of here.
I mean, we came out we thought we had it, and I mean, it showed that we were just getting beat up. Having a community support behind our back was just amazing, and seeing everybody come to our game and just support us was great.
every day we took it second by second by second. Every single second mattered. It's depending on what you ate, what you drank, what you like, how much you slept. Every single second. If you were paying attention in school, I mean, just paying attention in school gets your brain in a state of paying attention and being aware of like your surroundings. And I feel like doing that helped me and some guys on the team just pay attention and practice more and like be more attentive and like strive more in practice. And when we took it every minute at a time, we were in the moment and enjoying each other instead of just being nervous. We were ready for the next second.
I think our guys were ready to play them, and they wanted to play them. You know, I went around and, you know, when we found out that we were at their game, they beat Sparrow, a lot of the guys were coming up to me like, good, you know, good, we want them back. We want another shot at them. So I was coming to that week really confident with some of the guys that had expressed their excitement to play them. They weren't nervous to play them. They know they could you know, compete with them. They knew they had a chance to win if they played together, and some things went our way. And, coming into that game, it was going to be a dogfight. Two really good teams, two really good programs, two great communities. So
I think the message was just, it's our game. You know, we were really confident going in. I mean, you know, people may have said that we were the underdog, or you know, that they had the best players, or that they beat us by 27. You know, a lot of those things are true, but we felt we were the best team. You know, it was just keep doing what we're doing, fight, take care of the ball. And we've come back in a lot of games, like we talked about earlier. We've got a lot of experience in tense situations. We weren't the team that blew everybody out over the course of the year. We were the team that scrapped and fight and clawed to victory a lot of the year. And we were used to that, and our guys were comfortable in those situations. I felt like we were going to win, and I think our guys felt like we were going to win too.
Yeah, it was really special because we had practice, and then we had a dinner afterwards, and one of the local restaurants donated food, and a lot of people stepped up. And to have Chris Till, the former Navy SEAL, who has come in and spoken with our guys several times throughout the years, and he really follows us. He knows our athletes, he knows individuals and so forth. He knows the game of basketball very well. And for him to come in and talk about the importance of teamwork and how that's been a major factor in his life and a major factor in being a Navy SEAL and so forth. And very interestingly, one of the things that he talked about was adversity and dealing with adversity, and everybody's going to have adversity, and be prepared, guys. You're going to have adversity. Tomorrow in that state championship game, there's going to be adversity, like it or not, and how you deal with that.
Talk about bringing it home. Tomorrow's really important. Are you guys feel like you're the favorites or the underdogs? Anybody on the team? What's that? Underdogs. Underdogs? Okay. All right. Here's what all that, like your coaches might have told you, like, I think from the outside, right? You guys deserve to be the underdogs right now. And I'm going to speak hard truth to you right now. All right? Because the one game you didn't show up to all year was against the team you're playing tomorrow. So you earn that underdog title tomorrow, but I'm going to help you out on how you can get through it. All right? You are a better team than Gorham. From what I saw and what I've seen out of you guys this year. You are a better team. Tomorrow you're going to have a chance to prove it. And there's going to be moments, right, in the game of basketball. Basketball is a game of runs. And you're playing against a team that in 5 possessions can put up 15 points. How you weather those moments as a team, not as an individual, will determine whether or not you guys come home with the gold ball. I know this from seeing it with my own 2 eyes, that you're a better team. Okay? They got some talent, no doubt about it. They can put points up in bunches. But you guys are a better team, and if you stick together, you're going to win this. All right?
Again, very, very important to have that going into, and that type of communication. Somebody that, the guys we all very much respect and so forth, to come in the night before a game and get us mentally prepared and get those guys mentally prepared to go into a very stressful situation, because let's face it, that's the state championship game. These guys have worked extremely hard, many, many hours. The stadium's full, people going crazy. To be able to, compartmentalize that and be able to play your game and not let that take hold, that's a big thing. Our guys were able to hold their heads and play with confidence, and they very much, if you were to interview them, would say that they knew they had it. We got this. We got this.
I think right off the jump, what stands out to me is the Gorham boys look like they're destined to get something done here.
I think the boys is a case of anything you can do, I can do better, and that's exactly what Gorham is to Windham. They can do everything Windham does, and they have more size, strength, and agility across the board. I think in some ways, unfortunately, my dad, 15-year Windham teacher, wouldn't like to hear this, but the luck stops here, I think, in some ways, because I think Gorham matches up with them everywhere.
Hey, enjoy this last celebration right here, right? Envision yourself in their shoes, right? You got to see the vision, right? My vision this entire season, right? And since you guys came in as a group, my vision had us holding that ball. I had no other vision. Together on three. 1, 2, 3. Together! You know, we'll change it up a little bit. You know, seniors, if you guys want to say something, this is the time to say it. Or anybody really, I don't care if it's seniors, freshmen, sophomores, juniors. Give you guys a second, anyone that wants to say anything.
Yeah, guys, I don't got much to say, but I love all of you. You know, that's it.
It's been a hell of a ride with you guys, and I can speak for every senior in here. We don't want to lose our last game, so let's win this.
Let's go. No matter what, this is our last game. Most of our seniors' last game ever. So let's go out on top. Everything you got. Underclassmen, you may never be here again. Everything you got.
They didn't want us when we were down, they count us when we were up.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I mean, I don't want to go home on the bus thinking about what we could have done. I want to go home thinking about what we did do. Yeah. I don't want to leave here with a loss. I want to end my basketball career with state championship.
Right, we're a family. Right, we mean that through and through. You see what you guys have done for this town, for this community, for the school. Right, now's the time to go capsule. Right, and that happens with us being a family. Right, it's the 20 people in this locker room, and that's it. There's going to be ups, there's going to be downs, there's going to be roars, there's going to be highs, there's going to be lows. Focus on us 20. We can celebrate on the 4,000 that are here after.
I know you guys want to get all hyped up and do that. I'm not going to give you a hype speech, I don't think. You know, I just keep going back to the end of last season, and sorry, I'm going to get emotional, but you know, last year we had probably more downs than we had ups. But at the end of the season, I just remember sitting on the bleachers behind kind of where the scores table is and telling you guys that I thought we were good enough next year, which is now, to win it all. I thought with the group that we had at that moment in time, if we took care of business in the offseason, that we would be good enough to win it this year. That we had a great group of seniors, a great group of leaders, and I had no doubts at any point in time that we would be at this game. I had no point during the Portland game, down 12, whatever, third quarter, I had no doubts we were going to win that game. I had no doubts in you guys, right? I love coaching you guys. I've been coaching for a long time. I've played on a lot of teams. Right? I've never felt the closeness, the family that we've got with this particular team this particular year. It's special, right? So I'm just enjoying every single minute. Like, I'm going to enjoy every single second out there, right? I'm enjoying every single minute with you guys, right? Let's just go out and play the absolute best that we possibly can. Let's just play the best that we can.
Hey, this is the matchup we wanted, right? It's number 1 versus number 1. And after tonight, we're going to know who the number 1, right? I'm going to give you a pump-up speech, right? Our program, the guys that have known it long as that I have, Coach has, even Coach when he played against it, right? We've been almost a doormat, right? We've been the doormat program. We've been mediocre. We've been average. Tonight, that changes. Tonight, that changes for everybody behind you coming up through this program. You guys are starting out. Your legacy starts tonight. Right, this is the legacy game. This is the changing of Windham Eagles. Now we're the big dogs. Get out. Let's go. Hey, let's work hard. Let's play smart. Hey, stick together no matter what. It's the same every single day that we've done. Together on 3. 1, 2, 3. Together. Let's go. Bring that first one home.
Welcome inside the Cross Insurance Arena. We have got a great way to end the basketball season here tonight. I'm Rob Kennedy, along with Brandon Terrell, and this game really has it all. Two top seeds in the North and the South, two teams with 18-2 records coming in, two rivals separated just by a border, their neighboring towns, two head coaches that go back a long way as good friends, and two outstanding teams. We'll have some fun here tonight. Now here's Quentin Lindsay. Quick pass ahead to Bowen. A finger roll and Windham's on the board. Lindsay, great pass, hits the cutting Dixon. He's got the and-one coming. Lindsay back outside. Here's a three on the way. A.J. Moody's on target. And it's stripped, but he recovered. They have to open for three, and they'll pay for that. Quentin Lindsay, Jedi from outside. James, a little more speed that time. Took it in and scores. Oh, Tyree. Great, incisive pass. Eric Bowen finished. They dared Michaud to shoot, and they'll pay for it.
Gave Michaud 7 big ones in the second quarter.
And Bowen's got some daylight. That shot altered by Gammon, who closed down quickly. Great block. Now foul call, trying to go for the basketball, Blake McPherson. Here's a three on the way. It's good. The freshman, Colton Jewett.
It feels like our time is now. It feels like It feels like
This second half is set up to be a classic.
Yeah, you've tuned into a good one. It's going to be an electric last 16 minutes.
Lindsay trying to get by Gammon, takes on Gammon and wins. Oh, acrobatic shot, Quentin Lindsay. Tyree James stops, ducks, hits, count it! He'll have a chance to tie it at the line. They caught the Rams unaware. Blake McPherson finishes off the glass. Lindsay got by, the bounce pass underneath. Moody for two. Windham by 4. Would hit the runner though. Excellent defense by the Rams. Lindsay blocks. NBA rain. Boom! A.J. Moody's got the Eagles in front again. Brady Dixon stops, steps, hits.
What a step through. Brady Dixon.
McPherson. A great time for him to heat up, and there he is. It's a three-point game. Michaud has it back. Here he comes. A floater, no good. And McPherson with a rebound. Dixon for the tie. Got it!
How about that? Confident dribble drive along the baseline by Brady Dixon, and he got two.
And a timeout called with 53 seconds to go, and this place is coming unglued.
Wow, what an atmosphere.
It's a crescendo here in the Cross Arena in Portland. 6 seconds. Michaud outside. Smith offline. The rebound knocked away. We need some more basketball.
It's fitting, isn't it, Rob? These two rivals, they can't settle this in 32 minutes. They need some more.
It's exactly what this game and these two teams deserve. More basketball, more chances to showcase their skills right here in Portland under the bright lights. 49-49 at the end of regulation.
Let's do overtime.
McPherson, NBA three, perfect! Michaud back into the paint, and he's tied things up at 53. James, that explosive first step, and he got by the defender. Windham's on top by 2. Who touched that last? It went off the Rams. Smith lost it. Picked up. Brady Dixon ahead. Tyree to launch his team forward toward their first gold ball. They'll get another one.
3 straight misses for Windham.
That one falls. Jewett's fouled. Tyree James, and he's made it a 2-possession game.
That's the big one. Get the lead up to 4.
James looking to do some further damage to the Gorham Rams' chances. And does. Now it's a timeout call. Full timeout taken by Chad Polkinen. As the Eagles can feel it. Up 5 with 27.5 seconds remaining. Colton Jewett takes it all the way in. And he scores. And a foul called as well. Maybe a miracle comeback. There's a 3 for Smith. He got it. It's not over yet. A 2-point game.
See Moody stretching out the opponent?
Yes, he is.
He's stretching out the opponent.
Talk about no hard feelings.
Wow. No hesitation at all, A.J. Moody.
For a gold ball, most likely. Got it. And now the Eagles can feel it. And Gorham's uphill climb became almost vertical.
A.J. Moody gets taken to the floor. He helps up the opponent in a display of sportsmanship. He has to refocus, walks to the line, and just calmly knocks down 2 for a gold ball.
Colton Jewett back outside. Smith for 3. Short. The rebound. Dixon throws it ahead. The Eagles celebrate.
My goodness, I love this shit.
Touching warm, reaching out, touching me, touching Good times never seem so good.
it's been pretty bizarre. It's just you know, a lot of emotions and you know, just something you dream about as a player. Talking to the alumni, just their passion for, you know, I can't believe they did it. You know, I'm so proud of you guys and so proud of the kids. And for me, it was just the joy. I wasn't expecting that. You know, like, you know, you think about, you know, as a player or as a coach, I watch all these guys celebrate every year from every class. And, you know, the hair sticks up on your neck, and you're just like, oh man, it'd be great to have our guys feel that. And then to see the kids' joy on the court, just that'll last me for the rest of my life. And I think if you go to the tape, I think Bowen's the first one to hug me, and that just meant the world to me. So, yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's unbelievable, right? First off and foremost, I'm just happy for our kids, right? That's a memory that they're going to be able to have for the rest of their lives, and being able to share when they're 40 years old and non-athletic and with kids at barbecues, right? Of like reminiscing on those days. Just seeing the work and the effort that goes in. And the most important part is the making of the history, right? Like winning a state championship is an unbelievable feeling, but being able to be part of the team that did it for the first time. Right, I think anybody who does anything for the first time, there's an extra special feeling to that. And the fact that we were able to bring home the first gold ball for Windham basketball, for all the alumni, for all the people who wore the jersey before us. Nick Curtis is one of my best friends, and just the joy on his face of seeing they finally did it, right? Because he put in the work, and Chad put in the work, and all the alumni put in the work to get us to where we are.
You know, overtime win against our rival just is crazy. Then afterwards, winning the game, you know, just seeing everybody go crazy and the support we had, it just did not feel real for a couple days. Yeah.
Right, I'm proud of you guys. I'm proud to be your coach, and I'm so happy for you guys. And enjoy tonight. It's gonna be a long ass night. Oh my God. But I'm glad to be doing it with you guys. All right, great job. Together on three. 1, 2, 3. Hey, one more time. Let's right up. Champions on 3. 1, 2, 3. Champions!
You've got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You've got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You've got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You've got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You've got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You've got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You've got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You've got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You've got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You've got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You've got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You've got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You've got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You've got to pump it up. You've got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You've got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You've got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You've got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You've got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You've got to pump it up, up, up.